Hi, welcome to the Anaspaceship show. I'm Anaspaceship, and this is the show. And today I would like to read to you Buddha in the Kitchen. It's about a chef who left her high-paying job to work in a Buddhist monastery or a Buddhist retreat in the kitchen, and the things that she learned. And I just randomly pick up books and open them and say, universe, what should I read? And usually it gives me the best part of the book. So I don't usually read the whole book. I just read the good part. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to read you the good part. I'm a little in love with Leo. In fact, but only from afar. For the first time in my life, I don't go hurling after someone, but enjoy him from a silent distance. It will be all right with me if Leo is around for another week, only for another week, that we share this space together, and he returns to his wife or girlfriend, or whoever awaits him back east. Leo, I know, is not the sort of person who would be without a woman for very long. No question about that. Not that he chases women at the retreat, but he tends to bend towards any female standing nearby the way a cold man leans towards a fire. Relationships, says Lama over the loudspeaker, can be a spiritual path, just as celibacy is a path. I notice Leo has stopped washing dishes at this point, so as not to miss a word. Not everyone chooses to be celibate, the Lama continues. Some of the lineages of Tibet are householders, people who pursue spiritual goals within the context of marriage and a family. Her own teacher had told her that she could spend years in solitary retreat, or she could do it the quick way by practicing while living with her husband and child. My teacher never gave me the option of going away and becoming holy. Life itself has to become the retreat, she said. Most of the relationships in our country are based on some sort of ledger model, the Lama said. I make you a cup of tea, but on some level, somewhere, I am expecting you to make me one in exchange. If a week goes by or so and I haven't gotten a cup of tea, then I start this angry little dialogue inside of my head about how you aren't fulfilling my needs. But any relationship that is founded on the idea that another person will make you happy is doomed from the very start. The only ones that will ever succeed are those that begin with the question, what can I do to make the other person happy? And as this motivation needs to be the ground of the relationship, not just a temporary attitude that you adopt to make yourself seem like a good person. You really can't be waiting for that cup of tea to come back to you, but learn to give freely. A cup of tea, a smile, a little kindness, a comment, a compliment. There is always something that we can offer. Only through our unimpeded generosity do we become happy. When you go into a room, she continues, look around and see what you can do to help. If you make that your stance towards life, then you will never need anything else. You'll not be thinking of your needs, your wants, your desires. And the center of the universe shifts a little from you to the outside. This can be done within a relationship, within family, with the world at large. Give, love, help, but without wanting something back to balance the ledger sheet. You'll find this makes you deeply happy at all times. When the teaching ended, I prepared Leo a cup of tea by the stove. The talk had made me want to be good, not a goody-good, not pretend in a nice way, just helpful. Oh, sorry. When I turned to give the tea to Leo, I found him holding out a cup of tea towards me at the very same instant. We looked at each other and then bursted into laughter, swept together into a free and clear sharing of joy. Leo will stop washing dishes or preparing vegetables to go write something down. He covers paper towels, backs of labels, bits of masking tape with words. His writing is curly and unruly, just like his hair. I find a written over napkin in the pantry with a scrap of a poem on it. Here's the poem. To gaze into an empty room is not becoming Buddha. To feed a starving lion, Buddha gave up one of his precious lives as a rabbit, as food. He leapt into the fire. We're prepared to help like feet and hands. To gaze into an empty room is not becoming Buddha. I read the poem over several times and then folded it up and put it into my apron. The next time I see Leo, I return it, making a little bow. He bows back, gesturing to me to keep the napkin. Just as when we gave each other the cup of tea, I have a sense that we are truly present with each other in some sort of unexplored dimension that has neither center or circumference. That's my favorite line, I think. Just as when we gave each other the cup of tea, I have a sense that we are truly present with each other in some sort of unexplored dimension that has neither center nor circumference. That's how I feel about you sometimes. The next time I come into the kitchen, Leo has left another poem for me. What breathes us? Regards to the day, the great long day that can't be hoarded, good or ill. What breathes us likely means us well. We rise up from earthly root to seek the blossom of the heart. What breathes us likely means us well. We are a voice impelled to tell where the joining of sound and silence is. We are the tides and their witnesses. What breathes us likely means us well. Maybe that's like when people are by you and they're like, and they like you and love you. No, and the universe is doing that too. I'm a big believer in giving freely, and it's not easy. It's not easy to receive and not get panicky that people expect something back, because we are kind of a tit for tat species. But I think that should be one of our goals, is to give freely. And this was a little bit inspired because there was a comment that had expectation in it. Someone was saying, if I comment, I want you to comment. And that really rubbed me the wrong way, because I think we need to live more like this. We need to just compliment each other and comment and give people the benefit of the doubt that whatever, they're busy, they got a weird vibe. Maybe you said something that triggered them, that made them think of their father. Who knows? You don't know. You just have to give love, give laugh. And then the fact that someone, and this is funny because I don't obsess about people a lot, but when I displease people, I do obsess about them. Even though I usually distance myself from anyone I feel like I displease, because I do not like that. Or I don't like feeling I don't like expectations. I don't like feeling people are trying to control me, as most people probably don't. So I digress. But yeah, I think we evolved as a tit for tat species because it does help you, when your girlfriend buys you a drink, you're supposed to buy them a drink back next time, unless you're a broke ass like me, and then all your girlfriends always buy you drinks. And thank you, all my girlfriends who have bought me drinks. Thank you for giving without expectation. Yeah, so let's give without expectation. That is our spiritual practice for the week. And I love you, and I want the best for you, and I hope that you have the best day ever. And Peace be with you. Have a good one.